Who is ready for some fast, quick, easy, and delicious desserts? Hey guys, Kira here from 50 Shades of Mom, here to bring you a really fun video today. So today we're gonna make 3 separate, really quick and easy desserts. They take no time at all. They're kid friendly, they're fabulous, they're yummy, and we're gonna use our crock pot or our Instapot. Now I don't have an Instapot brand per se. I do have a Cosori pressure cooker, which I love. It's literally the same thing, just a different name. So you will be able to apply any of the recipes that I'm going to show you here today to either your regular standard crock pot or your Instapot, Cosori pressure cooker, anything that you have at home. Now today's video is in collab with my good friend Vanessa over at the Lemonade Mom. I don't really need to say too much about her, you guys. If you've been watching me, you know we are good friends. We collab all the time. We chit chat with one another on a daily basis. But this kind of video is really fun to do with her because she is the queen of freezer meals and crock pot meals and all kinds of goodies that are made inside of an Instapot or a crock pot. And this whole month, she's been doing an Instapot series. So if you guys have an Instapot and you're a little novice on it, she did an entire breakdown of how to use it, 5 easy and simple, you know, tips about your Instapot, as well as she's done very simple and easy recipes and then gone down the line to some more complicated recipes throughout this month. So make sure to check out her whole playlist thing that she's got going on with her Instapot mini series that she has put out on her channel for the whole month of April. So just like always guys, her icon will be at the end slate at the end of this video, as well as all of her information inside of the description box. But for starters, we're going to get into these desserts, and she will be sharing 3 desserts on her video as well. So we are making rice pudding, a Reese's peanut butter cupcake in the crock pot. Oh my goodness, so good. And little mini pineapple upside down cakes in our Instapot. So I'm so excited to share these recipes with you. So let's get cooking. So we're starting off today with our rice pudding recipe. So we're going to need 2 cups of milk, vanilla, cinnamon and almond extract are optional. You're also going to need 1.5 tablespoons of butter, some sugar. You're going to need some evaporated milk, as well as 1 egg, 1 cup of rice, and 1 cup of water. You're going to take your butter and throw it into your Instapot on saute. And once that butter melts, you're going to add your 1 cup of rice and just keep stirring the rice until the butter has completely coated it. So now you add your milk, your water, sugar, your extracts, your vanilla and almond extract, as well as a pinch of cinnamon. Stir well, put the lid on, and then set on high pressure manually for 14 minutes. So my camera was not recording when I blended the egg and the evaporated milk, but once you've done that, you're going to take a little bit of your finished rice mixture and add it slowly so that you don't add the egg mixture directly to the pot and cook the egg. So once you've incorporated the rice pudding into the egg mixture, you're going to add that egg mixture into the rice pudding, and it's done. So here is the rice pudding all plated up. I just put a couple of maraschino cherries and some cinnamon on top just because that's how I remember eating it with my grandma. Rice pudding just screams my grandmother. Nobody in my family ever ate it but her. So whenever I visited with her, we used to eat rice pudding together. So this is like really nostalgic for me to eat this. Now I will say that I like it a little bit more pudding-ish. It's a little thick for me. I did have to go back and kind of add a little bit more milk and kind of reduce it down to where it was a little bit more pudding-ish. But I think that's my fault because it says to only let it bubble in the Instapot for 30 to 60 seconds, but the pan is still super hot. So even if you turn it off and you're trying to ladle it out or pour it out, it still ends up staying on the heat. And I think it just stayed too long and it ended up getting too thick. But I did go back. I worked a little bit more milk and heavy cream like into it just to kind of make it like a little bit more looser for me. And at least I know that I will be cautious of that next time. And I also won't add the almond extract. I love almond, you guys. Almond everything, almond cookies. With that almond extract, I drink amaretto creamer. So I love all of that stuff. But I just don't feel like it fits. I would do the vanilla, but I wouldn't do the almond extract. I just don't feel like it fits this rice pudding. So it's still delicious, but not as good as I think that it could be. But definitely a thumbs up in my book and worth tweaking. And it took no time at all, you guys, in that Instapot. So for this crock pot Reese's cake, guys, you're going to need 3 eggs, a half a cup of peanut butter, 2 cups of peanut butter chips, 1 box of Devil's Food cake mix, some salt. You're going to need a teaspoon of vanilla, some cooking spray, 1/4 cup of sour cream, 1 cup of whole milk. You're going to need a package of chocolate pudding, and then you also will need some Reese's Pieces chips and Reese's peanut butter cups for garnish. So first in the bowl, guys, you're going to add your chocolate pudding, and then you're going to add your cake mix, and you're going to use the whisk just so that you can incorporate that cake mix and chocolate pudding together. Now in goes your milk, your 3 eggs, the peanut butter, your sour cream, your vanilla, and some salt. Mix well, and once you have achieved a smooth consistency, you're going to fold in those delicious Reese's chips. Now spray your crock pot really, really good with some cooking spray, and then you're going to add your batter into the crock pot. Place the lid on and cook for 3 to 3.5 hours. Don't forget to keep checking on it to make sure those edges don't burn. Okay guys, so here is this cake all flipped out of the pan. I didn't like film me putting the toppings on or anything, but I will suggest that you go on the lesser amount of cooking this because it says 3.5 to 4 hours, but I let it go like 3 hours, 45 minutes, and it was just starting to get dark along here. This was me cutting it open a little bit deeper for you to see the middle, but I did have to shave away like a little bit of a burnt edge around here, so I do feel like the cake has a tiny taste of that. That annoys me. I hate if anything even has the smidgen of a burnt flavor, but everything else, the batter, the chips in there melted deliciously. This came right out and flipped right out onto the plate. And I did as it said. I melted another quarter cup of peanut butter in the microwave and drizzled it like a frosting. And I just put those little Reese's pieces and then cut up peanut butter cups on top, and we're gonna dig in now because this is gonna be like the perfect afternoon pick-me-up with a cup of coffee since we are running around trying to get 1,000 things done today. So I'm really excited that I got to make this. Again, I would just suggest doing the lesser of the amount or just literally only doing 3 hours and then just watching it every few minutes after that. But absolutely delicious. If you love Reese's peanut butter cups, this is a keeper. Okay guys, so back to our Instapot, and now we're making those pineapple upside down cakes, and it requires these ramekin looking things. So I picked them up from Amazon. I'll link them below if you guys are interested in them, and it's just on the trivet that comes with the pressure cooker. We're going to need some cooking spray, our yellow cake mix, brown sugar, pineapple, 3 eggs, some butter, water, pineapple juice, Manashiro cherries, and some cooking oil. First, start off by using your cooking spray and give the ramekins a good grease. Now it's time to make our batter. So we're going to add the cake mix, our 3 eggs, the pineapple juice, and the oil to the cake mix, and give it a really good stir until that too has a good smooth consistency. So now let's prep our ramekins. So you're just going to add a little bit of brown sugar to the bottom of each one, and then approximately about a half a teaspoon of butter on top. And then you're going to add your pineapple ring and add a cute little Manashiro cherry right in the middle. Now grab your batter and just put a good teaspoon on top of each pineapple and cover it completely. Now take 1 cup of water, pour it inside of your Instapot, and now you can lay your trivet right down into the Instapot with your cute little ramekins right on top. We're going to place our lid back on top, and we're going to do another manual setting on high, but this time only for 8 minutes. And while I waited for those little cute guys to cook, I just set up my other 3 ramekins so I can load them in once these were finished. So unlike the first time where we did a slow pressure release, this time we did a quick release, and then you're to let them cool for 5 minutes before you flip them over. Look how beautiful those babies came out. Hey guys, so here are our pineapple upside down cakes all plated up. Look how absolutely delicious that they came. Now I do notice that as they are cooling, they are sinking a little bit. So these back 3 are the first 3, and they're definitely smaller and denser and not as fluffy as these. So if you want like a nice fluffy cake, I'm suggesting you eat these as hot as possible. And if you cool them, they're just remember that they're going to be a little bit more dense, but the flavor itself is absolutely delicious. I've been like tasting the inside of the cup, but how can you go wrong with butter and brown sugar and pineapple? So that is our pineapple upside down cakes in the Instapot. Alright guys, so that's it for the 3 desserts that I have for you guys. They were all really good and really easy to make. Nothing was complicated. I know the pineapple upside down cake is going to end up being Paul and Daryl's favorite just because that's really their thing. I was really hoping for that rice pudding to be like a knock out of the park. I know next time to just not overdo it so it gets too thick, and I definitely am not going to add the almond extract. I think the winner of today's award of best dessert out of the 3 goes to that Reese's cake. Besides the edges being a little too overdone, the inside was soft and moist and so delicious. It was just everything we needed for like a yummy dessert whenever we wanted like a sweet tooth craving while my in-laws were here. So this was really fun to do. Great big thank you to Vanessa for asking me to collab with her on these Instapot and Crock Pot desserts, because I haven't shared any desserts in a while, and this is definitely fun to kind of capitalize on my sweet tooth craving. So again guys, if you are new to Vanessa, make sure you go and check her out. If you guys are from Vanessa's channel, thanks for stopping over and checking out this video. I hope you guys will stick around and subscribe. And for everybody else guys, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to check the description box for the links to all of these recipes, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in my next video. Bye guys.